AITA for saying no to my boyfriend in front of everyone? Me, 24F, and my boyfriend, 26M, have been together for 5 years. And he has always treated me like a princess. With gifts, affection and respect. During that time he talked several times about having children. The first few times I didn't take it too seriously. But then it started to get constant. I always explained that I really wanted children. But not at the moment. I was in college and had been given a lot of good job opportunities. So I needed to focus on my studies. He always said he understood my side and that he could wait as long as necessary. However, in the last week there was an unusual situation in this regard. His family had a strange ritual of putting the woman's contraceptives together and throwing them away when a couple decided to have children. And I'd never had a problem with that until now. Last weekend, we went to visit his parents and friends in his hometown. They always had a lot of money, so the house was huge and full of acquaintances. I usually love these days. Your family is always welcoming and loving, and we ended up having a great time. But at one point, my boyfriend decided to expose to the family that we were trying to get pregnant. Which was not true. I immediately thought he was joking. After all, he had never done something like this before. But he didn't deny anything and went on to say that he was very satisfied with our choice. His family was practically bursting with joy. And I was really sorry to tell them that wasn't true. So I decided to talk privately with my boyfriend afterwards. But the last straw was when he pulled a bag out of his bag with all my birth control pills in it and handed it to his parents. I felt betrayed and disrespected, not believing he would do something like this. I couldn't stand the scene and just said, no, in front of everyone. After I calmed down, I explained to them that it wasn't like that, and they were super upset. They even insisted on me. When he got home he said that I had been unnecessary, that I had embarrassed him and that it didn't hurt to make his parents happy. I apologized for saying it like that, and since then we've been trying to resolve the issue by talking. But we never came up with a common answer. His parents called me selfish and said he waited too long for kids and I couldn't even give him one. Was I an asshole for embarrassing my boyfriend in front of friends and family? NTA. And I think you need to heavily reconsider this relationship. Tampering with your birth control, which he did by trying to give it to his parents, is reproductive abuse. Can you trust him not to tamper with it when he's home alone now? Or when you're sleeping? He's mad at you because his attempt at manipulating you into a choice about your body blew up on him. You didn't embarrass him. He embarrassed himself and was trying to coerce you into staying silent. He wanted to see other people around and not rock the boat. He then continued to victim blame and guilt you by turning this on how it made him look, when he's the one who created this situation, and said it made his parents sad. Again, when he's the one who gave them that expectation in the first place.
Please be careful.
WTFNTA. He embarrassed himself. That was a super manipulative move. He thought by announcing it to his family, you'd feel guilted into having kids before you're ready. Also, taking your BCPs without permission is so gross and disrespectful. You're still super young and you're right to want to focus on yourself and establish your career before you have children. NTA. But you should definitely be referring to that guy as an ex-boyfriend. He stole your birth control pills, tried to get them thrown away and put you in an uncomfortable situation you should have never been put in at all. Run for the hills and find yourself someone who truly respects you and stands by you. NTA. And also run. This guy is trying to pressure you into kids you're not ready for. You're 24, not 42. On top of that, he tried to toss your birth control, and when he made his parents upset he blamed you. Kids aren't something you do if both people aren't currently ready. Blaming your partner for your actions isn't okay. Maybe he treats you like a princess because you've never told him no before. He stole medicine prescribed by a doctor from you. He lied to everyone. How are you just how? WTF? The disrespect is staggering. To these people you are a uterus on legs. Presumably the legs are a major inconvenience from their point of view because they enable you to run away. Which I think you should tbh. Does he really think it's up to him alone? Yeah. No. NTA. You mustn't feel bad for embarrassing your BF. He did that himself with his vile attitude. I've read some weird ass stuff in here, but this is way up there. NTA. Please break up with him. He clearly values his family's perceptions of what he needs to do over your relationship. Also, I'm concerned he may do something more drastic in order to get those kids, like tampering with your birth control. He wasn't scared to take it without your permission before. NTA, he was in awe for lying to his parents to satisfy them and for taking your birth control pills. Go on Depp. Or hide your BC. Don't have sex with him until you are 100% sure there will be no on-purpose accidents. Then take time to rethink this relationship. He's only going to get worse because your autonomy, goals, and opinions do not matter to him. They're just inconveniences that he has overcome. Who you are doesn't matter to him as much as what you can do. Give him a kid and make his family happy. If you have a child, things will get worse. He will be more controlling because he'll have leverage. His family will be more involved than they are right now because the grandkids will matter more than you. On and on and on. I would seriously GTFO of this relationship today, but we don't know what you know. Maybe there's some seriously redeeming quality in him or his family that you think makes this salvageable. I hope there is. 'Cause if not, you gotta go. NTA. Did you get your BC back? NTA. You are not an incubator for your husband to grow his babies in. It's your body and should be up to you. His family sound gross and entitled. NTA. This is terrifying. If you want to stay with the scary man, please get an IUD. NTA. Congratulations on standing up for yourself and taking back your birth control. Now think about how absolutely screwed up this situation is. Your boyfriend took your prescribed medication and was going to allow his parents to destroy it. He did this without your knowledge or permission. He did this in a public way which was meant to manipulate you into not responding. Because you wouldn't want to embarrass him in front of a crowd of his family and friends. You were betrayed and disrespected. In the worst way possible. You're not going to come to an answer on this. Because your boyfriend doesn't give a damn about what your opinions are. You need out of this situation now. This man should be your ex. Not your boyfriend. Also, I'm not sure I would trust those pills after he's had his hands on them. This should be a wake-up call for you. Your boyfriend is manipulative. This is a type of abuse. Taking your birth control pills is abusive. He had absolutely no right to do that. You need to get away from him. I don't normally say that, but this will not get better. You are young. You will meet someone who respects you and is on the same page as you. NTA. Glad he's your boyfriend and not husband. You can do better. I would be incredibly concerned that he was tampering with my birth control if I were you. He clearly has no sense of boundaries. Completely disregards your own interests, wants, and is apparently willing to steal your contraceptives. Putting aside the absolute creepy insanity of his family's tradition. This is abusive behavior that could easily land you pregnant against your wishes. You are young. Still plenty of time to dodge the bullet. He is not a keeper. This is a serious step and he just walked all over you. NTA. NTA. But you need to leave. He's already shown how he feels about your birth control, and that he has no problem throwing it out. He's shown that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get you pregnant against your will. That's a form of RP. Run. Up. NTA. He was essentially trying to force you into getting pregnant by having his family destroy your birth control because he didn't want to talk to you about having children. He thought you wouldn't say anything and go along with his asinine idea. Now they're blaming you. Do you really want to be in this family and bear him children? Do you want your future children to be exposed to this mindset? It really appears toxic. NTA. This manipulative behavior is only going to get worse. Break up with him now.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.